Let's catch a flight, change the weather, and I promise forever.
Hey everybody, I'm back with another video, and today we're going to be doing something a little different. We're going to be talking about my good old iPad. 8th generation, came out in 2020, in the big 2025. You're probably like, girl, it's time to let that go. No, I actually got this iPad 2 weeks ago. Yes, I got an old iPad 2 weeks ago, and yes, it was only $111. So this video is going to be talking about what it's like having a 5-year-old iPad in 2025, what it was like buying a 5-year-old iPad in 2025, and also we're going to be talking about Amazon's Renewed. So Amazon Renewed is a wonderful, wonderful thing that I feel like people don't utilize enough. Y'all are wasting a lot of money, but we're going to get into all that tea in this video. So make sure to like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and let's just get on with the video. So if you know me, if you don't know me, one thing about me is that I am a big consumer when it comes to Apple. I love my Apple ecosystem. That's all I've ever had. That's all I've ever known since I was little. Baby, I have the entire 9 yards. I got an iPhone, I got a MacBook, I got an Apple Watch, I got an iPad, I got an iPad mini, I have the AirPod Pros, I have the AirPod Maxes. Literally anything that you can think of Apple, I have it. I do. I just have to, because I just love Apple. I'm sorry, this is not sponsored, but I'm just telling y'all, I love Apple. I love how every single device like perfectly seamlessly like syncs together. Everything is so like seamless and perfect. I love Apple down, don't care. I am also a big Amazon consumer. I love Amazon. It's all I've ever known. Girl, I am the reason that the stores are closing. I am the reason that the malls are closing. I'm sorry, I love online shopping, specifically Amazon, because I can get everything overnight. I can get everything same day. It's so reliable, it's so fast, and they literally have everything you can ever think of. Even all these brands that sell their stuff on their own websites are now selling their stuff on Amazon, and if I had to go on their website, I would have to get it in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. If I go buy their same exact item on Amazon, I get it tomorrow. Like, I'm sorry, Amazon is just that good. I'm sorry. Now, one thing about Amazon is they have an entire section, an entire different part of their app called Amazon Renewed. And basically that's them selling refurbished, renewed devices, like people's devices. They sell them, and Amazon inspects them, renews them, refurbishes them, makes them back brand new, makes them back clean. Like, it's all professionally done. It's not nothing done like, you know, crazy. It's literally professionally inspected, tested, done, and everything, and they resell those for way cheaper prices. Amazon Renewed has like all types of devices, all types of things. They got appliances. They have literally everything. They got headphones, TVs, computers, tablets, phones, gaming consoles, video games. They have kitchen appliances. They have home appliances. They literally have everything that you could ever think of, but for cheaper. And the stuff be brand new. It be dang near like new. Now, I'll take the case off in a minute, but I do have the gold iPad from 2020. It's an 8th generation gold iPad, and I got this for $111. So this originally went for about $329 back in 2020. It released for $329 for the 32 gigabytes, for just Wi-Fi only, but Wi-Fi and cellular, it was like $400 something. So I've saved like $300 on this iPad. So one thing about Amazon Renewed is it has tiers of conditions. So you can buy something from like the premium tier, like new, good, and like acceptable. So acceptable is like that bottom tier, I'm pretty sure. And all of these are tiers based on aesthetic conditions. What I will say is all the products, they work the same. Like, they work well. They make sure that they're giving you something that works like new. The thing about the conditions, it's about the aesthetics. Something might be dented up, scratched up, something like that. That's why it's these tiers. So like the premium, like new things, they're pretty much spotless. Like, not pretty much, they're spotless. They work like new. They're just resold. They're not sold from the original developer. They're sold from somebody else who returned a product or didn't want it no more, and you're getting that. The bottom is acceptable. It still works the same. It still works like the new one, but it might be scratched up, might have some discoloration, might have, you know, some things that aren't so pleasing to the eye. But if you're okay with that, that's that tier for you, and it's like way cheaper than all the other ones. Now, the gag is with that, sometimes you have to just take your chance with acceptable, because like I said, they will list something as acceptable because of aesthetic conditions. Sometimes they will say, yeah, this is acceptable, it's whatever dollars because it has some scratches on it, and you'll get it and the scratches will be dang near invisible, but they had to list it as that just so that you couldn't tell them, oh, it has scratches on it, this should have been cheaper. So they already tell you from the jump that it's the lowest tier just because it might have some scratches on it, and then you get it and it's dang near brand new and it's cute and you're like, oh girl, I just hit a lick. So with knowing that you could get something acceptable and it still be like new, I took my chances. I got my gold iPad listed under acceptable. The lowest tier, it was for $111. I think the highest tier for this iPad was like $180 and it was like new. And I was like, I'm gonna get the $111 one. That's basically, if you round it down, that's basically $100. So an iPad, a good big iPad for $100, I'm testing that out. So I got my iPad, and when I tell y'all, the front has no scratches at all. Like the front was literally, it was perfect. There is no scratches, no dents, no anything. So I was like, they told me it was acceptable because it had scratches and stuff. I turn it over to the back. Now, the back has like no scratches, no dents, no anything. The only thing, which is why they had to list it as acceptable, let me tell y'all, this is why. So this iPad just has discoloration. If y'all see that, this iPad just has discoloration around the Apple sign from somebody's old iPad case, I can tell. Because you know, some iPad cases make a little circle around the Apple sign just so that you can still see the Apple sign and people can still know that you got an iPad. That's what the last owner had around it, and the discoloration wouldn't come off, so they had, Apple had to, or not Apple, but Amazon had to list it as acceptable. So that's what I'm saying. When it comes to acceptable items, depending on what the item is, just take your chances. Like literally just take your chances. Because this was supposed to be the worst condition ever. And it literally is a brand new iPad with the tiniest bit of discoloration around the Apple sign, which doesn't matter to me because like y'all saw, my iPad is going into a case anyway. And when the case is on, girl, you can't even see none of that. So I literally just got a brand new iPad. Brand new iPad for $100 just because it had a little tiny bit of discoloration around the Apple sign that I covered up anyway. That is a steal. Now let's get more into this iPad specifically. So like I said, this iPad came out, I got some information on my iPad, yeah, but this iPad came out in 2020. And the original retail price was $329 for the regular 32 gigabyte Wi-Fi iPad. Now if you got the cellular iPad, it would be $459. So I have just the regular Wi-Fi iPad because, yeah, duh, I can use my hotspot on my phone. But yeah, that's what I have. So today, for this Apple iPad would go for about $299 to $349. So some people are reselling it for the regular retail price, which is dumb. Do not buy an old iPad for the regular price that it cost 5 years ago. Don't do that. Get on Amazon Renewed now. But the renewed prices are, once again, between $150 to $190. So if you get them off Amazon, you're going to be saving like $200, $300. So yeah, that's pricing. Now let's talk about function. So I have had this iPad for about 2 weeks, and let me tell you what I use my iPad for. So I use my iPad for my content creation and just like my leisure. So I use my iPad for things in my YouTube videos like this, like when I'm looking at notes, like let's say I'm doing like a story time, I'll have this to look back on. Or let's say I'm trying to give y'all information, I'll have this to read from. Or let's say I am, you know, needing to look back at stuff and needing to do stuff also on a second device. That's what I use this for. I also use this for all my business needs. I use it to check my emails. I use it for ChatGPT to help me formulate stuff for my business needs. I use it for my Google Docs. I use this for like a lot of like productivity. No shade, girl. I also use it at nighttime. I got a little section of games. I use it at nighttime when I'm up in my bed. I play my Candy Crush. I play my escape games. I play all my little games and stuff. So this iPad is literally just like productivity and leisure for me. I don't do social media on my iPad. I'm not one of those girls. My phone is the social media place. That is where I keep my social media. My iPad is strictly for mostly productivity, and then maybe games on the side, because games, I feel like it's such an iPad core. Like that's such iPad. Like that's such an iPad thing. But yeah, so my iPad is like for my notes app, my Google Docs, my ChatGPT, all my business is on here. Once I start school back in August, that's going to be all my notes, all my everything. Like my iPad for me is like a cute girly businesswoman thing. Like, that's what iPads are for me. They're like businesswoman, real tea, real organized, real productive. That's what an iPad is for me. And then games on the side, little games on the side, but that's my major thing. It's like productivity. Now, let me tell you about some pros about my iPad. And I'm not going to be listing you off like, oh, pros that the internet says. And I'm going to be telling you things that I liked for me. So the one thing, I heard people lying to other people trying to get this iPad. They were like, girl, this iPad only goes up to like iOS 12. Baby, let me show you. My iPad goes up to the same iOS that my phone is at right now, and I'm pretty sure that's 18.5. Every single time there's an update available for my phone, the same update is available for my iPad. Baby, right now we are on iPad iOS 18.5. That's exactly what my phone is on right now too. So it has all the updates. It gets all the updates still currently. You have the same like home screen that your phone does. The cute widgets that you're able to have on your phone, you're able to have on your iPad. A real cute control center that you're able to have on your iPad, on your iPhone, you're able to have on your iPad. Like, it literally, it has the entire 9 yards. Like, the iPad 8th generation has every single update that your phone has. It has every single aesthetic that your phone has. You can lock your apps, you can have hidden apps, all the cute little widgets and stuff. Like, that's also why I love this, because it's modern enough still for you to have all these same components on your iPhone that you do on your iPad. It has the same photo gallery updates. I know a lot of people hate the updated photo gallery. I low-key like it. I'm not gonna lie. Everything is like formatted just nicely. But yeah, so that's one thing I will say about this iPad if you're thinking about getting it. Yes, it can update all the way up to iOS 18.5. Yes, it has every single update that your phone has. It can do everything. The control center, the cute widgets, every single thing that you can do with your iPhone. And all those updates, it has too. It has all the emojis. It has all of the things in your iMessage thing. Like, trust me, it has everything. I would not lead you astray, because I do not play by my Apple ecosystem like that, girl. I would never lie to you, ever. It even has in the mail app, it has all those tabs. Now let's talk about that, girl. I hated that update when they put all them tabs at the top of my mail app. That was so confusing to me, girl. I was missing out on some emails because I did not know that I had to click on the simple, like, the crazy categories. But yes, your iPad has every single update that your phone has. That's the moral of that story. Another pro of this iPad, it does support like your Apple Pencil. It does support keyboards and all that good stuff. So I know a lot of the girls like me use their iPads to take notes, especially in college. That's a college core item. It does support the Apple Pencil. It does support keyboards. It supports all that. You can write in your notes. You can, it does the Apple Pencil connectivity and everything. Like, all that still does that with the 2020 iPad. Like I said, this is very good for productivity. ChatGPT is great on here. Google Docs is great on here. Your Notes app is great on here. Gmail, your Apple iCloud Mail, like literally everything that you use for like business, that is perfect on here. It's really neat. I love the way that these apps look on iPad. Like, just the fonts and the way everything looks is so much neater and cleaner than it looks on my tiny iPad, or even that it looks on my MacBook. Like, I love the way everything looks on my iPad and the way everything, like, it just gives businesswoman. Like, I don't know, iPad just gives grown. I know that it seems like it wouldn't, because like tablet, you're playing games on your tablet's like childish. No, iPad is a really, really good thing for like a grown woman and her business needs. So yeah, that's the only pros I can think about right now. Like, it just functions well. Like, I feel like that's all the pros it needs to have. Like, it functions well. It is perfect. It functions just like any modern iPad would. Also, that's another thing. I haven't experienced any glitching. I haven't experienced any like lagging, any like slow movements or anything. My iPad moves just as fast as anything else. It moves just as fast as my phone, just as fast as my MacBook. Like, it loads fast, it swipes through fast. Like, there's no lagging, there's no glitching, there's no like slow movement, there's no none of that. It moves perfectly fine. I was looking at some TikToks about this iPad, and there was a lot of people leading people astray. Also, I think it's just because those people have had their iPad and have put it through hell. So whatever. But this one that I just bought, it moves just as fine. It moves fast, it moves fine. People said that there's like glitches during like certain apps and stuff. Mine has not glitched. People say that there's doesn't support past iOS 13. That's not true. I just showed y'all mine goes to iOS 18.5. So don't listen to everything. Just try it out. Like, girl, don't listen to everything that you see. Some people be trying to gatekeep. And also some people don't know what they're talking about. Some people don't even got the iPad that they're talking about. They just talking just to talk. Like, girl, they just trying to encourage you to spend more money that you don't have to spend. Now, when it comes to this older iPad, I have one con. I don't have any other cons. I'm telling you, I would not lie to you. But the one con that might be a deal breaker for some people when it comes to their functionability. When I am doing all of my productive stuff on this iPad, the charge is fine. It goes down really slow. Like when I'm on my ChatGPT, my Google Docs, my Gmails, my emails, all that stuff, typing stuff up, doing stuff like that, my iPad is fine. When it comes to like playing games and actually getting this iPad working and like really like using its energy, the charge goes down pretty fast, way faster than I'm used to like on my phone or on my MacBook. My MacBook is also 2020, but I also bought it in 2020. But my MacBook is 2020 and it still loses its charge so slowly. Girl, this thing tastes like, my MacBook takes like 5 days, 6 days to die. Like, it's still perfect. My iPhone, I got an iPhone 15. My iPhone barely dies. It's still perfect. But this iPad, it kind of uses its charge very, very fast if you're doing something like that causes a lot of energy. So like games like that, Roblox is something that you probably will not be able to play on here. And that's because Roblox is one of those games that takes up a lot of energy. Like, girl, I play Roblox on my computer because my MacBook takes Roblox very, very well. So when I'm doing productive stuff on my iPad, the charge is just fine. But then when I try to start playing games on this iPad, the charge goes down like faster than I'm used to. It goes down like a 5-year-old iPad basically. That might be a make or break for some people. It's not a crazy fast, but it is like way faster than way newer products, if that makes sense. So that's something to definitely think about depending on what you're using it for. So yeah, if you're one of the girlies buying your iPad to play Roblox with your friends, I would say you probably want to go for a newer one, more modern one, or just play it on the computer. I'm not gonna lie, I like Roblox on the computer better. I'm a Roblox girl, y'all. Text me to get my Roblox name. But no, I'm a Roblox girl, so you know, that's something to think about. Oh, also, you're probably like, what if I keep it on the charger while I'm playing my games? No, the charge will still go down. I tried to play like a vigorous game on the iPad and I plugged it up. The charge goes down slower. I will say that the charge does go down way slower once you have it plugged up, but it will still drop in charge slowly on the charger, versus if I was on my phone and I was charging my phone while playing something or charging my phone while doing something, my charger will go up and it would stay fully charged. On the iPad, this older iPad, it doesn't do that. It just loses charge more slowly, but it still loses charge when it's charging. So yes, I will say that this Apple 8th generation iPad is for like students, creative individuals, content creators, business women, stuff like that. Like if you're using it for like productivity, notes, organization, things like that, I feel like this iPad is perfect for somebody like that, just leisure. I also forgot to mention, I watch YouTube on this sometimes. I also watch shows on this sometimes. It's good for that too. But if you're like a gamer and you're buying this iPad just for like games, you might want to get a more modern one for that, just so that, you know, you're not killing your charge and stuff like that. But I feel like this iPad is really for like students, creative individuals, business people, content creators, all that like business side, productivity side, stuff like that. This is really, really good for that. This is also good for my Apple ecosystem girlies who don't want to drop $400 on an iPad. You can drop $100 and still be just as tea as everybody else, girl. But yeah, those also open to like renewed and refurbished products. Like I feel like this is something that's so nice. I feel like other platforms, it's kind of scary to buy renewed and refurbished products because you don't know what they're doing. It might be third-party stuff, it might be some sketchy stuff going on. But Amazon is one of those businesses that really makes sure stuff is done like professionally, really tested, inspected, and if you don't like it, get your money back. Like that's what I love about Amazon. Other websites, other platforms, it takes too long to dispute stuff, it takes too long to investigate stuff, it takes too long to get your stuff returned or refunded. It's just too much of a risk. But with Amazon, everything is like guaranteed. And also, I'm pretty sure like if you get your Apple products sometimes from Amazon Renewed, you have like 30 days or 90-day like quality care and like, you know, insurance on it, so that if anything happens, you can like get your money back. If anything happens, you can like, you know, talk to them about it and they'll like get it handled. Like, it's just, I feel like it's just way better insured when it comes to Amazon. So my tips for buying Renewed products: just make sure that you understand the cosmetic categories. So like I said, the categories are really just for like aesthetics and cosmetics. It's not really for functionability. They're going to always sell you functionable products. Like that's 10 out of 10. They're always going to sell you functionable products, but the cosmetic categories are what matters. Like, it's like scratches, deep scratches, light scratches, perfectly nude, perfect, like, you know, stuff like that. So make sure that you understand the categories before you buy your stuff, so that you're not like let down, and so that your hopes aren't too high, and so that you kind of know what to expect. But just like I said, sometimes you can get the lowest and it looks just like the top option. Another thing, always check the seller's ratings, because on Renewed, it is coming from shops that specialize in Renewed products. So always check the seller's ratings, always check that product's reviews. Even though they're Renewed iPads, there might be 20,000 people who have bought a Renewed iPad from them. So make sure that you read the reviews. Make sure that you read like, oh girl, yeah, it's legit. My stuff came, my stuff is good. Even though it is insured by Amazon, you still want to read the reviews so that you're not wasting your time. Always make sure to read that description. The description will tell you about battery health. It'll tell you about warranties. Like, I'm pretty sure all of the cosmetic ratings have to have at least over 80% charge. Like, even the lowest one, they have to have at least over an 80% battery life. So if you don't know about battery life, it's when you go into your Apple settings and you can see what the battery life on your iPad is. So let's say your iPad battery life says like 85%. So that basically means that your iPad doesn't fully function as if it charges all the way to 100%. It basically means that your battery life is basically only like 85% of what it used to be. So instead of like charging to 100%, it's basically charging to 85%. Like, that's what your battery health is. Like, it's 85% of what it used to be. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but if you get the gist, you get the gist. But all those cosmetic ratings have to have 80% or more battery health. So you're never going to get anything that's like a horrible battery. And I'm pretty sure like the top two options have to have over 90% battery health. So you're always going to get something, like I said, that's functionable. And all in all, girl, depending on the product that you get, if you get an iPad that, you know, was the bottom tier and it does have some scratches on the back, girl, throw a case on it and it's just like new. I looked out and got something that didn't really have any scratches on it, but I still threw that case on anyway, because who's really making an iPad go commando anyway? Girl, get that case, cover up them blemishes. I promise you, them scratches may look ugly, cover it with the case and it's brand new. Yeah, so that's all I really have to say. I am in love with my iPad. I will put the listing in the description on my Amazon storefront of the exact iPad listing that I got this from. It might not be there for $111 anymore. You might have to just keep on checking. They might have only like new options or good options, because they only have so many of each one. Like, they only get what they bring in. Like, they don't just have 20,000 iPads sitting around. They're putting these up on Amazon as they come in from people that are, you know, reselling their products to them. So always be on the lookout for the different iPads and stuff that you want to. They even have refurbished like newer iPads. Like, you could literally get, you know, I know that y'all like the colored iPads, like the pink ones, yellow ones, blue ones. They have those generation of iPads up for like less money too. So just go on there, search around, play around, you know, really just get into it, find some stuff that you like. They, like, once again, they got headphones and stuff like that too, so you can find literally anything. Like I said in the beginning, home appliances, kitchen appliances, all types of technology, just everything. Go have some fun, go look on there, go save some money. I saved $300. Go save some money. Go save some money. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment down if you have any more questions about Amazon Renewed, any more questions about the good old iPad. And yeah, that's all I have to say. So have a nice day.
You know